back.
Brandon
Jeff
Johnson
Hurd is
back to
back.
work. Everybody's back.
Jacob Wallace is back.
What's up, Ray?
How y'all doing?
Good, how are you?
Good.
Well, the question all the fans want to know, Brandon. Why aren't you in the video game, and are you going to be in the next update?
I believe the reason why I'm not in the video game is probably because I was a late transfer this summer. So I don't know if NCAA or EA was keeping up with it. I wasn't really on a roster, but I did apply for the game, register for the game, so I should be in it whenever they update it again.
What I was going to say, I didn't know if they even contacted you at Duke because you were in the portal back in December, so I didn't know if something got lost along the way or something. As one of the transfers later on, how have you gone about learning the defense so far in captain's practices and walkthroughs and stuff? Because we hear about how difficult it is, and at the same time, hearing a lot of guys talk about Dylan a month ago saying, "You're up to speed already." Like it's So how have you gone about it?
Just kind of applying what I already know. I feel like football is universal. There's just different terminologies. So just trying to apply what I already have learned playing high-level football to this system as best as I can, and making sure I'm studying extra. That's probably the main things I've done to get acclimated with the system.
With arguably maybe the most difficult position in that way.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah. So in the most difficult position in a very complex pro-style defense, why was it easy for you?
I like to think I'm a good learner. I think I can learn vicariously through walkthroughs and looking at other guys and just putting in that extra work, studying and getting more reps. That's probably what made it easy.
How similar or not, forget about terminology, it's just schematically, is what Tosh and Dan are doing to what Elko was doing with you?
They run different schemes. They I wouldn't say completely different, but they're different schemes.
Heard from Jeff that one of these captain's practices that you're already being vocal. You're already kind of taking charge. Yeah, a lot of seniors could say that, Brandon, but not a lot of guys who show up in the summer jumping right in the center. So why are you comfortable doing that so quickly?
I think leadership is a big part of my character, and being able to be authentic and honest and just express that to the team and earn their respect as well. I feel like that's just vital to lead a back end and lead a defense and a team as a whole.
It's a simple question, but why Oregon?
It's different here. It's a good kind of different. I wanted to experience something more. We got a great chance to win. I knew we were going to have a great team. That's why Oregon.
Can you describe that differentness? What is it about this place that, made it stand out to you?
Everybody here is elite, from the coaches, the players, the staff, your chefs. Everything's elite,
Where have you been thinking about, or what are the coaches kind of said and where you might be lining up this year?
Probably star, for sure, 100%. I love that position.
I've heard a lot of stories about Chris Hampton, his character. What have you kind of seen from him so far? You got any funny Chris Hampton stories?
I'm going to throw it back. So me and Coach Hampton, he was at Duke for a season, and he recruited me there, but I didn't get to play for him. But I'd say one of the funniest things is the day I had called him to commit to Duke, actually, he was wearing some pajama pants on FaceTime. That dude was funny.
What was did you call him this time around when you said you were going to commit to Oregon?
Yeah, I did. I don't exactly remember how that went, but
Not pajama pants again.
nah, not pajama pants. It was more me, Coach Lennon, Coach Hampton sitting down over some food.
So this has been asked, but a lot of older guys that decided to transfer, Jabbar, Kobe, Cam, all guys with 1 year left. What's it been like just working with those guys who, like you, all came here to maximize this last year?
It's been fun so far, getting to know them off the field, and then also getting to witness how they play on the field, understanding that they've been here for the spring, so they, were a little bit more acclimated than I was, but also just kind of noticing how they've transitioned and trying to pick up on some of those things.
Has it been easier just since there's a lot of guys going through the same thing as you with transferring in and trying to learn the playbook, just getting acclimated?
Yeah, it's definitely easy knowing that I have people that are just like me, that are right beside me, so I'm not really in it alone.
For a defensive back, you put up ridiculous tackles for loss and sack numbers. Just what is it about your style of play that allows you to get those opportunities and then make them?
See ball, get ball. That's just kind of how I play. Play fast, play smart, pull the trigger.
And then, for people who maybe aren't as familiar with football, can you just kind of break down what that star position means in this defense and what it is about it that you love?
In this defense, the defense runs through the stars. So we set the formation, we set the strength of the defense. We got to be able to cover. We got to be able to play in the box. We got to be able to see pre-snap, post-snap. Listen, a number of things. So the star is definitely an intricate position for sure. What was the later part of your question?
Oh, just kind of what about it makes you want to start there and make that kind of your role here?
I feel like I fit the position very well. I feel like I do the things very well that a star is supposed to do, and it's a challenging position. I love a challenge. So
You guys have obviously been doing the captain's practices and stuff like that, but what's your excitement level to get on the field, I guess, on Wednesday this week?
I'm very excited, considering I didn't really go through a spring ball. I'm overly excited to get on the field.
How important is your sort of communication with someone like a Jeffrey Boss when you're talking about alignments and all that type of stuff with the defense? How important is that to have that communication with someone like a middle linebacker and then someone in that role who's also kind of doing the same in his own right?
Yeah, so even hitting back to his question about the importance of the star, you're a second and third level player. So you're in the back end, but you're also right next to the linebackers. So I have to make communications to Jeff, Jerry, whoever our middle linebackers are, and then also out to the corner into the secondary. So just communication is vital in the defense as a whole.
Is there a guy in this defense that you're excited to play with?
Everybody.
Yeah.
I'm excited to play with this team.
Has there been any of the young crop of talent here that's really stuck out to you early on?
Yeah, my guy Iffy. He competes well. I think he's got great length at corner, and he's made some plays this summer.
In that sort of communication aspect, how long did it take for you to sort of get all the terminology down of this defense and be really a scholar at it where you can be someone who's aligning the defense and making all those calls?
Maybe a couple weeks. I won't say it was easy right off the bat just because it is new terminology, but with studying and with reps, it becomes easier just being focused and locked in on it.
What was the hardest part about learning this new defense?
Just kind of forgetting all the stuff I knew in my previous defense.
Anybody give you fits? Like any receivers ever give you like fits through the captain's practices?
I won't say fits. I say good competition, though. Tez is an obvious guy who gives good competition to any DB who will match up against him. So that was another reason why I was excited to come here and match up with high-level receivers.
He's got a bit of he's a bit of a smack talker.
Oh, yeah.
Have you gotten that out of him in practice? You give it back to him? Or?
Of course. I don't try to say too much, let the play talk, but it's always fun to chat with the guys.
We got to ask you an EA question.
Okay.
Do you like playing with Oregon? Is that like your go-to right now that you're on the team?
You know what's crazy? I don't even have my game system right now.
No?
But no, I don't. But I played a few times on my friend's system and played against them. And Oregon wasn't necessarily my go-to team. I'm actually shout out my old QB, Riley Leonard. I've been playing with Notre Dame. They're pretty good all around on the game. They're not too bad.
Have you played against anyone on the team?
My boy Peyton Williard, who just came in, played against him. That's really it.
Who won?
Me. Yeah, he'll tell you I won too.
All right.
Yeah, appreciate y'all. Yeah.
Appreciate it, man.